Good morning, dear students. Today we will discuss a great person, a great black person who did everything whatever he want on the basis of his own practice, his own hard work, his own struggle. And this struggle create his name, spread his name all over the world. When he got success, at that time all world's leaders, politicians, dignitaries, all are amazed after listening his success because he spent his struggle near about 40 years. He sent a lot times to a jail as a prisoner, but at last he find his target, his path, his goal, his gospel, his principle, and the principle is freedom. He considered freedom is indivisibly, liberty is most important than breath also. Just like breath is important for body, for livingness, but liberty is also important. Freedom is also important. Even then, if you give your lives, you have to take your liberty. This is the first and foremost. This is the first and foremost right. Nelson Mandela. Do you listen the name of Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela is a first black president of South Africa. The lines, some important lines given here on this blackboard. If you look this blackboard seriously, you have to see this every verse. Nelson Mandela became South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. In South Africa, at least 3 centuries, so white rules is spread everywhere. And all South Africans racial person, the caste discrimination has occurred everywhere. No black person unable to go outside. They have to do what they want without taking any permission. They can't do nothing. If they want to take breath also, they have to take permission. It means to say that the rules and regulation of white people is very cruel and is very dishonest for black persons. Black persons like a slavery persons, like a slave person, they sold to each other at that time. They are all live as a servant, and the social discrimination is spread everywhere. Black peoples unable to live, unable to live easily, and unable to live, take breath even also. It means to say that definitely Indian are very good. Indian are free from this type of slavery, and after sometimes, before sometimes, a lot of ancient time they feel as a caste discrimination. But these days, I think none part of it also. But in South Africa, the condition and the state of the black people is different. This is why Nelson Mandela and a lot of volunteers did a lot of good work, struggle and fight with against these discriminations, these non-racial discriminations. And at last, they got success. Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria on the 10th of May 1994. This is the great day. The great day, 10th May 1994. This day is our inauguration day. This day is a full of happy day. This day is a pleasurable day. This day is a overjoyed day. Because in this day, on this day, a lot of great leaders and dignitaries has collected to attend this inauguration. Near about 140 countries leaders and people has attended this inauguration, because this victory is big victory. This victory is a remarkable victory against of white people. They all are not hate white people, but they all are hate white people's activities, white people's rules and regulation, whatever imposed the black people also. This is the this is the main divide rules. Some rules is in favor of white people, and that same rules is against of bad people. Nelson Mandela considers the natures of the natures of God is equality, is given to equality to everyone who take birth on this earth in every era of this era. But no one can able to understand his thinking and thought and sent him to jail as a prisoner again time. There was a spectacular era of South Africa jets. Listen, students, jets, helicopters, and troop carriers roaring in the perfect formation over the Union Building. When the inauguration held at the time of 10th May 1994, at that time helicopters, jets, troops carriers is flying over the sky to represent the reverence. Reverence to whom? Reverence for Nelson Mandela. Reverence for those volunteers. Reverence for those Shaheed persons who get and who lost their own life. उन सभी लोगों को जिन्होंने अपने जीवन दांव पर लगा दिया, जिन्होंने अपनी लाइफ को कुछ नहीं समझा, जिन्होंने अपने परिवार की चिंताओं को, अपने परिवार की आवश्यकताओं को दूसरे नंबर पे रखा और अपने देश को पहले नंबर पे रखा। आज जब जीत हुई, नेल्सन मंडेला पहले ब्लैक पर्सन के रूप में फर्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ साउथ अफ्रीका जब घोषित हुए, आज उनका इनॉग्रेशन है, तो इन्होंने उन सभी की शहीद का दर्जा दिया, उन सभी को सम्मान दिया। तो वहाँ की जो आर्मी है, एक समय यही आर्मी डिसरिस्पेक्ट प्रेजेंट करती थी, डिसग्रेड करती थी, रेफरेंस नहीं दिखाया करती थी। यही आर्मी, यही जो है मिलिट्री और यही पुलिस उन्हें जेल में भरा करती थी, आज वही उन्हें रिस्पेक्ट कर रहा है। इट मीन्स टू से दैट व्हेन यू डिड गुड वर्क एट दैट टाइम, ऑल मेंबर्स एंड ऑल पर्सन्स ऑफ द अर्थ डेफिनेटली गिव रेफरेंस, and this reverence is based on your hard work, based on your struggle. This is the message of this chapter. You have to do something different, and that different is definitely relating to your nation as a patriot, as a patriot, as a brave comrades. Listen again. Jets, helicopters and troop carriers roaring over the in the sky. The day was symbolized for Mandela by the playing of Africa's nationals. There are two songs played at that time. The first song is relating to this one. Can you read this word? This word is African word. Excellent Africa. And the second word, black singing. Black singing, the word is diced. The old anthem of the Republic. The old anthem, two type of national anthem played at that time, overplayed at that time. This is the great message. The first national anthem that is belong to white people. They all are not hate white people. They all are hate white people's activities, white people's imposing rules. And the second is black people singing. It means to say that they want to present a reverence towards white people and black people. If you represent this type of hating against of white people, it means to say that you are unable to develop your country in further future. You have to create a bothness. You have to create equalityness. You have to create a good equality, unity also. This is the great inauguration. Definitely great inauguration. 140 countries, peoples, leaders, dignitaries are called here. If any black tried to live like a free human being, he was punished, isolated from his family and community. Nelson Mandela recalls those days when his own family members are punished and death also. A lot of brave comrades took suicide also. Killed to death also. and all are bear this type of circumstances which white people rules over them. There are, if any persons who want to live freely way, who want to live as a getting freedom way, you want to go anywhere where you want, you can to do what you want. This type of work is against white people's rules. God gives power, equality, mind, quality, everything. So why we calculated our own qualities? Why we situated in a fixed place? Why we bear and tolerance the cruelty of the white people? This type of work and this type of event whatever happened before, that is relating to cruelty, that is relating to discrimination, that is relating to raising hand against racial as well as non-racial also. Racial person always raises hands, non-racial person. Dear students, this event, this happening situation, you able to understand caste and religions discriminations also, whatever occurred before time, ancient time in India also. But this time I think none a big part of it, this type of situations also. Take Mr. Dick Clark as second deputy president to take Sword, Thabo Mbeki first president, and our great leaders, our and the worst great leaders, Mandela first black presidents. They take sword, and this sword, this oath clearly clear a great path. The path is you have to represent struggles so that you can do what you want. You have to represent your patriots, your devoteedness towards nations, devotion to nations also, so that you can become a great citizens of this nation also. Thank you so much.